Hello.
Sir, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Can you hear us, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you, sir. Sorry, because it took some more than 10 minutes for me to join. Sorry for the inconvenience. Shall we start the program, sir?
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning.
Ma'am, your audio is not audible, ma'am.
Audio. Is it audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Now it's audible, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome you, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most benevolent and merciful. Another new day, add on positivity, subtract negativity, and let's multiply our hopes to reach the pinnacle of success. A very good morning to each and every person who are gathered here to this program. In behalf of PG and Research Department of Mathematics, we wholeheartedly welcome you all for this special lecture in the topic cybersecurity. A day without prayer is a day without blessings, and a life without prayer is a life without power. Prayer don't have to be long and eloquent. They need to be from a sincere and humble heart. So now I invite Muhammad Rahmatullah of First BSc Mathematics to recite few verses from Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, friend. We are blessed indeed. Welcoming is the noblest act of every function. We welcome the future, remembering that soon it will be the past. And we must respect the past, remembering that it was once all that humanly possible. So now I request Ashraf Khan to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning and warm greetings to everyone gathered here. It is indeed a great pleasure to admit this greeting. Small cheers and great welcome makes a manifest. So now I proudly welcome you all to the special lecture. On behalf of PG and Research Department of Mathematics, G.Padmavathi College, I welcome the resource person, Dr. G.Padmavathi, Professor of Department of Computer Science, Dean, School of Physical Science and Computational Sciences, Avinashilingam for Home Science and Higher Education for Women. I welcome you, ma'am. I
Thank
thank
you
the
very much.
Department HOD, Dr. Zahir Hussain, sir, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, G.Padmavathi College. I welcome you, sir. I extend my welcome to all faculties, teaching and non-teaching staffs, research scholars, and my dear friends who all are gathered here to add radiance to this occasion. Once again, I welcome you all.
Thank you, friend. Now I request Muhammad Imtiaz of Third BSc Mathematics to introduce Honorable Chief Guest of today's program. Please, friend.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am so honored and blessed to introduce the today's chief guest, Dr. G.Padmavathi Ma'am, Professor, Department of Computer Science, Dean, School of Science and Computational Science, Avinashilingam Institute for Home and Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore. She is specialized in cybersecurity, wireless communication, and real-time system, and she has guided 15 M.Phil scholars and 13 PhD scholars. And she has published 130 internal journals and 16 national journals, and she attended 15 national conferences and published books too. Ma'am has been awarded Ball Excellent Award and Friendship Forum of India, and she has been awarded as Albert Nelson Matthews Lifetime Achievement Award in 2018. She is not proud because of this award. The awards are proud because of her. So we request you, ma'am, to encourage us with knowledgeable words. Ma'am, please take over the platform, and the platform is yours. Please, ma'am.
Thank you very much for the nice words. I think there is an echo on your side. Uh, Sir, I'll be happy to see the audience and the students. And at the outset, I would like to thank the organizers for contacting me tirelessly. You may not know, students, your teachers contacted me so many times, and I'm extremely sorry that I'm not able to participate in person to deliver the talk, which is a very, very happy thing for me. At last I'm able to connect to you virtually, so that I would like to share some very simple concepts with you, and I would like to motivate more students and young researchers to take up a lot of research on this domain and training, so that we can save the earth from a very major threat to all of us. Sir, I'll be happy if you can just share the, uh, if you am able to see the students, if the camera focuses, I'll be really happy to have them now with me. I hope you are able to see my screen. Is the screen visible to you?
Yes, ma'am, the screen is visible,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes. I'll go to the presentation mode. So towards the end, maybe I would like to see each and every participant and interact with you, so that this topic becomes a favorite topic to you. First of all, I thank the organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity, because there may be so many people around the globe doing something, but your institution faculty members have chosen me, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm also happy that I could share some of my experience with the young students of this esteemed Jamal Muhammad College. I appreciate the PG department and the research department which has organized this program. First of all, the title is cybersecurity. It is today, it has become the need of the hour. Rather, it means a lot even to a common person. So that is my concern. I know most of you are mathematics students. However, interested students can take up your further course on cybersecurity, because it needs every one of us to contribute. I've taken some important topics for discussion today, because we are all extensive users of our mobile device, internet banking. We are very, very active in social media, and of course, our mobile devices are filled up with a lot of mobile applications. So, what type of threats and risks we are coming across, and as a common man, everyone on this earth must be exposed to these type of threats, and we must safeguard ourselves from this major threat. Why cybersecurity is common or important for a common man? The Global Academy of Forum. There is a forum that assesses the major risks the entire human race is facing. There are top 5 threats and concerns the entire university is facing at this moment. They are extreme weather conditions, unpredictable global warming and climatic changes, cyber attacks, data frauds, and the uncertainties around us. If you look at the top 5 threats that we are exposed to, 2 of them are very much related to cybersecurity. One is a cyber attack, and the other one is the data fraud. So you can understand that the entire human race is challenged. Why this challenge for us? After all, including me, I'm a common person. I need internet. I need a mobile device. I need to operate so many things professionally and personally through online modes. In spite of all this, I'm exposed to a major threat because of this. Why? Because the dependency on the technology and technology adoption is increasing day by day. Uh, uh, Mr. Prasanna, faculty member, I think you have to mute. Organizer, kindly mute, otherwise I'll be hearing some noise here. Yeah, Prasanna A, I could see. I think he must be the faculty member. Kindly mute. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the cooperation. So if you look at the reason for that, we are totally dependent on technology. Today, technology is evolving at a very, very, very faster rate. And we try to bring everything in one device. That is, they are ubiquitous and pervasive in nature, because if you just take your mobile phone is having so many applications. And most of the applications and services are online today. In other words, slowly we are becoming more and more dependent on technology. So most of our daily activities are only through online modes. Not only that, if you look at the usage of mobile phones, there are more than 5 billion people using this, and this has totally exceeded the population of our country, which is 120 billion at present, whereas if you take the mobile users, it is still higher. So ultimately what had happened is there is a rapid increase of cyber criminals. Cyber crimes or data frauds and scams. That is what I mentioned to you, the top 5 threats. So we become, every one of us in either a small way or a major way, become the victims of cyber crimes. Today I read in a newspaper, one of the students committed suicide because his father gave him 20 lakhs for studies, and he has invested 17 lakhs and he lost the money. So he committed suicide. What a major loss for the family. We can earn money. Can we earn people? If the life is lost, everything is lost. You can see the news in today's newspaper. So what shall we do? Maybe as a teacher, as a professional, as a person who has been working in this domain for the past 21 years. I'm working in the cybersecurity domain for the past 21 years, and I'm almost exposed to every nook and corner of cybersecurity domain. And honestly, I feel that the awareness and ethics, safety habits only will keep us away from all the potential threats caused by cyber criminals. They are very, very intelligent, smart, and they mint money. Of course, only very, very few, only handful of people are doing that, but the entire other community is affected because of this. There is a statistics, one of the Skybox Security Research Lab, USA, presents a statistics on top vulnerabilities or threats that are encountered. That says that most of the business apps, internet and mobile, all these things, IoT and desktop applications and development tools is a very, very major concern. I would like to apologize the organizers, because if you invite me to talk about cyber security, I can talk days and years and months. I have so much really to share, But unfortunately, time is a very major fact. And if at all I am able to convey a very, very small message to you, to the young children of this institution, I'll be very, very happy and fortunate. So you can see the statistics, all business applications. We are using mobile phones for internet banking, purchasing. I just have a small statistics to share with you. Let us see. If you take the year of 2020 and 2021, most of us witnessed the pandemic situation. The very horrible virus has not spared almost 60 to 70% of the entire population had something or other, including me. We all had a very, very severe health issues and we had to compulsorily stay quarantine, and of course that was advantageous for somebody else. The cyber criminals or so many cyber attacks have happened during this past 2 years period in a very short span of time. If you look at the statistics, most of you, whatever I am saying here, projecting here, they are all taken from the newspapers and ordinary clippings. They are not technical terms. Every one of us must know that. That is why this awareness program is of great concern. Ransomware attacks, IoT, Internet of Things attack. This is going to conquer us or capture us in a major way. Cloud, we are ultimately trying to move the government organization, banking sectors, almost all the research organizations, including academic institutions, they are moving towards cloud. Phishing attacks, this is another important attack that had happened during the pandemic. I'll just explain to you in course of time. There are other concerns, like I think recently government has also announced about the virtual currencies and cryptocurrencies. However, in our study, we found that even the blockchain technology is challenged by cyber attacks. There are lots and lots of software vulnerabilities. All of us are using software definitely in our mobile phone that is exposed to a lot of weaknesses. And machine learning and AI attacks, this is very, very bothering and worrying because we are using machine learning and AI to defend us. However, the cyber criminals, attackers, they are also using machine learning and AI to launch the attacks, which is very, 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 very bad from their point of view. Then Boyd is nothing but bring your own device. This is what most of the educational institutions are encouraging for the children to have, but the policies and strategies must be, procedures and controls must be in place. Insider attack, that is another unethical practice of employees working within the organization must adhere to absolute cyber security habits and practices. Otherwise, you become the reason for leaking your own organization's important data, which will slash the organization's infrastructure in a major way. And outdated hardware. Outdated hardware means we need to dispose our hardware. We dispose our mobile phone. We say not that it is old. We say it is not attractive. The new technology is coming. Every children I know, you ask your parents for some mobile phone. I don't think you use even more than a year. ரொம்ப பழசாயிடுச்சு. என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் நல்ல நல்ல மாடல் வச்சிருக்காங்க, நான் இந்த பழைய மாடலை வச்சுக்கணுமா அப்படின்னு கேட்பீங்க. It is a hardware that is outdated. How are we disposing the hardware without affecting the environment? We have also done a good work on e-waste management some 12 years back, not recently. That time itself, there is a good article that about the activity which we have conducted came in Hindu. So outdated hardware is another challenge. If you look at the top 5 cyber crimes, phishing, extortion, data breach, identity theft, and harassment. This mostly women children and women girls, even the school children, even aged women like me at the verge of retirement. We come across a lot of cyber bullying, cyber stalking, and other things which are not correct. Okay. If you look at the recent electronic data breaches, once again, my dear children, I am bringing all these data from your newspapers only. Domino's India's incident, go and read that. Just Pay incident, police exam database, COVID-19. Today morning in the newspaper, I read there was a scam, data fraud in Omicron that has come in the first page of Hindu. Omicron data virus, they were very false messages. People out of fear and concern shared their mobile data, then they swindled the money from the bank. So COVID-19 and Omicron result databases and MobiWik, it's a data breach, all of us know. Air India database, CAT data breach, quite neat. We have come across all that. Yeah, major examinations taken to choose the best brain so that they must serve back. They must serve back to the humanity. The responsibility of the best brain is to serve back. We should not take everything for our own comfort and for our own better living. The more you take, the more you give. Money control in India's incident. An academy, it is another appreciated platform, e-learning platform. Most of the children go. There is another data breach incident. So I'm going to talk about the top 4 concerns today. Let me start with the mobile device security. I need not have to explain to you what is a mobile device and all that. But it is very important that the mobile device is subject to lot of threats like data leakage, unsecured Wi-Fi that is quite common in people. You say Arispuram corridor is giving free Wi-Fi, Racecourse has got free Wi-Fi, and some airport or any other place you get a free Wi-Fi. Feel like connecting to that. That's not a good practice. Spoofing, phishing attacks, spyware, broken cryptography, that is another concern. Cryptography is to save, maintain the confidentiality. If you are trying to break that, that means trying to break a very major iron connection. That's not at all correct. And session handling, improper session. Most of us have the habit. See, what is going on now is a session. Once the session is over, I must log out in a prescribed manner. I should not leave it just like that open. These are some of the habitual things which each one of us must learn. If you look at, actually, they are not only this much, few. In my experience, there are many papers I have published. You can see, go to Google Scholar and just give Padmavathi Ganapati. You find a lot of surveys on cyber attacks. Children, you can refer those papers and try to read those papers. Attacks on mobile devices. Operating system is attacked. As I told you in the beginning, mobile app is attacked. Communication, what type of communication you are using, that is compromised by malware. Okay. Oh, okay, we understand in a very simple terminology. We are extensive users of mobile devices. We use mobile device both for personal and official communication. What are the apps we are using? I'm going to project you towards the end of this presentation. So I can't live without a mobile phone, even myself. Even not even 1 hour. I start referring at the morning 6 o'clock, I close by 11:30. How many hours I am using? Invariably 16, 18 hours. Young brains even may use still more hours. How to safeguard this? What are the strategies and trends one can practice? This must become a habit. Good habits. சின்ன வயசுல அம்மா அப்பா சொல்லுவாங்க இல்ல தாத்தா பாட்டி சொல்லுவாங்க நல்ல பழக்க வழக்கங்கள் தான் ஒருத்தனை காப்பாத்தும். உண்மை அது. Self discipline and good habits will definitely save us from unwanted threats. என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் கேட்டீங்கன்னா இது எல்லாமே unwanted தான். ஒரு டெக்னாலஜி வருது, ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் வருது, அது இது என்டையர் ஹியூமன் ரேஸ்க்கு உபயோகமா இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, எஸ் வி ஷுட் அடாப்ட், வி ஷுட் ஸ்டார்ட் லேர்னிங் இட் அண்ட் பிராக்டிசிங் இட். அதுல ஏதாவது மற்றவங்களுக்கு இடைஞ்சல் பண்றது இஸ் வெரி பேட். பட் அந்த இடைஞ்சல் பண்றது எப்படி நம்ம என்ன எப்படி ஹேண்டில் பண்றது? கேன் ஐ கோ அண்ட் ஸ்டாப் somebody who is disturbing me always and change him or her? Not possible in my experience. நமக்கு ஒருத்தர் இடைஞ்சல் கொடுத்துட்டே இருந்தாங்கன்னா அவங்கள மாத்தவே முடியாது. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணணும்? நான் தான் மாறணும். எப்படி? அது என்ன பாதிக்காம, அது எப்படி என்ன பாதிக்காம நாம் பாத்துக்கிறது என்ன? As I just now told you, better practices, better mindset, strong mindset. யார் வேணா என்ன டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணுங்க, என்னோட வேலை டிஸ்டர்ப் ஆகாது. பிகாஸ் ஐ ஆம் a disciplined person. I will achieve whatever I want to achieve in my life. It is true. அப்ப என்ன வேணும் நமக்கு? Better habits and practices. What are the better habits? Leverage biometrics. Means what? You must think of the applications of biometrics because it is unique identity of an individual. Block the potential danger applications, apps. Always practice locking and data wipe features. All of us know that. Lock because privacy. I don't want my mobile phone to be used by anyone else. And there is a concept called that is picking up in a major way, cyber liability insurance. Every life insurance, medical claims, vehicle insurance, எல்லாமே இன்னைக்கு இன்சூரன்ஸ் தான். So cyber liability insurance, no, like that's why I told you to avoid public Wi-Fi. Moreover, we must know the upcoming technologies. Internet of things and internet of everything அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்னா, we can fix a sensor. Sensor na உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், a small device that captures some signals. You attach a sensor on me. நிறைய மூவில நீங்க பார்த்திருப்பீங்க, அவனுக்குள்ள சிப் வச்சு தைச்சிட்டாங்க, RFID ல போற இடம்லாம் அவங்க ட்ராக் பண்றாங்க, கிரிமினல்ஸ், இந்த மாதிரிலாம் மூவிஸ் பார்த்திருப்பீங்க. அதே மாதிரி if I attach a sensor and these sensors are connected through a wireless sensor network, finished. My table is attached with the sensor, my chair is attached with the sensor. I can connect everything, control everything in a remote manner. So anything and everything, internet of everything today is possible. So we must know all the upcoming technologies. Okay, enna pannalam? How to protect the mobile device? Configuration. இந்த லொகேஷன் சர்வீஸ் எத்தனை தடவை தெரியுமா? allow, shall I allow to access all your contacts and location, இந்த மாதிரி எத்தனை ஆட் கேக்குது. Can we be serious about that? எல்லாத்துக்குமே allow சொல்லி கொடுக்க கூடாது. நம்ம லொகேஷன் ஆக்சஸ் கேட்கும். என்ன பண்றது? இன்னைக்கு நெட்வொர்க் என்ன அப்படி ஃபாலோ பண்ணுது. ஒண்ணும் இல்லை, இதே நான் ஜமால் முகமது காலேஜுக்கு இன்னைக்கு இன் பர்சன் நான் அந்த டாக் கொடுத்திருந்தேன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், 2 நாள் கழிச்சு என் டிவைஸ்ல என்னோட மெயில் ஐடியில வரும், பத்மா இவர் லாஸ்ட் வீக் ஆக்சஸ் அண்ட் டிராவல் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அது காமிக்கும் ரூட் மேப். எங்க இருந்து கோயம்புத்தூர்ல இருந்து நீ ஜமால் முகமதுக்கு போன, அந்த நெட்வொர்க்ல நீ ஒரு 1.5-2 மணி நேரம் இருந்த, திருப்பி நீ திருச்சி ஸ்ரீரங்கம் கோயிலுக்கு போன, அப்ப இப்படி காமிக்கும். திஸ் இஸ் ட்ரூ. I'm getting all my Google என்ன சொல்றது, your account, your travel details அப்படின்னு அது காமிக்குது. I'm not always keeping my location on. But sometimes நான் என்ன பண்றது, அங்கே நான் ஒரு அபிஷியல், நாங்க உங்க காலேஜுக்கு வரேன், ஏதாவது எனக்கு இப்ப வாட்ஸ்அப்ல தான் எங்களுக்கு எல்லா இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் வரும், இமெயில்ல தான் வரும். நான் என்ன பண்றேன், ஜமால் முகமதுல சரி மொபைல் டேட்டாவை ஆன் பண்ணி யாராவது எனக்கு வைஸ் சான்சலர் மேடம் ஏதாவது இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் அமைச்சிருக்காங்களா, இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் இது மீட்டிங்ஸ் இருக்கா அப்படி பார்த்தேன்னா போச்சு, மை டேட்டா இஸ் ரெக்கார்டட். ஸோ கான்ஃபிகரேஷன் இஸ் an important instance. You have to protect the online user account. It is really important. And do not leave your mobile devices unattended. எங்கேயாவது வச்சுட்டு, நான் நிறைய பேர் பார்த்துருக்கேன், வர்ற இடத்துல எல்லாம் மொபைல் வச்சுட்டு போயிடுவாங்க. ஐயோ நான் பத்திரமா எடுத்து வச்சுப்பேன், அதுல என்ன இருக்கோ என்னமோ, எதுக்கு இங்க வச்சுட்டு போறீங்க அப்படின்னு. should know to keep it safely because you have anything and everything in that. And you should use apps which provide you end-to-end encryptions. Encryption, it is a technology or a technique we use to maintain the confidentiality of the data. Then, public Wi-Fi. I think at the end of the day, you may have a message. While backing up the data, sometimes you must avoid the auto backup. நிறைய பேர் பார்த்திருப்பீங்க நீங்க Facebook மார்னிங் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா it is backing up the data. Automatic backing up starts at 2 p.m. You must turn on encryption. Finally, this also I meant while disposing the device. நீங்க நினைக்கலாம் நம்ம எல்லா டிவைஸையும் நான் வந்து மெமரி எல்லாம் delete பண்ணிட்டேன். You must know that there are forensic tools. தடய அறிவியல்னு சொல்லுவோம் தமிழ்ல. Forensic tools. அது மெமரியில இருந்தோ எங்க வேணும். But of course, the forensic experts எதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்றாங்கன்னா ஒரு சைபர் கிரிமினலை பிடிக்கிறதுக்கு. இப்ப நான் வந்து ஒரு சைபர் கிரிமினல், நான் வந்து ஒரு மெசேஜ் அனுப்பிச்சு ஒரு வேண்டாத வேலையை பண்ணிட்டு எல்லாம் வந்து என்னோட இது பண்ணிட்டு என்னோட சிம் எடுத்து உடச்சு போட்டுட்டு எல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இது எங்கேயாவது இந்த டிவைஸையும் குப்பை தொட்டியில போட்டு போறேன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. Somebody captures that, they can retrace the entire activity. So disposal என்ன அர்த்தம்? தப்பு பண்ணிட்டு மொபைல் டிவைஸ நம்ம இது பண்ணணும்னு அர்த்தம் இல்லை. நம்மளுடைய சேஃப்டிக்காக நம்மளுடைய யூஸ்டு பழைய மொபைல் டிவைஸ் எல்லாம் நம்ம டிஸ்போஸ் பண்ணும்போது கேர்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகே, ஸோ ஹவு டு some fundamental practices. Habits. Lock the phone screen. Always set up a password and leverage biometric. Use only secure network. Install the antivirus and other malware software so that unga data ungle vittu poida kudadu. Download apps only from trusted sources. This is very important. Nariya apps irukku download pannite irukka kudadu. And keep the device up to date. Na modaliye sonna software updates, patches are very, very important. If we don't update with the latest software, with the latest version, we are the loser. Finally, safely dispose the old devices. You must dispose it without affecting the environment through e-waste management policy. Now let me move on to the second application, which is internet banking security. So today I'm using debit card, credit card, I invest money, I buy gold coins, gold bonds, I also buy cryptocurrencies. Everything is through network I'm doing. Why am I doing that? Because this is a convenient thing. Today, imagine me going and standing in a queue to withdraw some money for a long time. No, I have no time for that. It is fast and efficient, available all the time, 24/7/365. Moreover, it is easy for me to monitor and maintain. I want to know how much balance I have in my salary account. Yesterday, they would have credited the salary. I must check. I can do it from here. Otherwise, I have to go to the bank, stand in a queue, give my passbook, make an entry. I may be spending half a day or 2 hours minimum for that. It also helps us to detect the fraudulent activity in the beginning. And it also saves us from financial damage or loss. But in spite of all the facilities we have, I'm really concerned about the rising online banking frauds in India alone. This data projects the online frauds only in India. Though we are not extensive users of the technology compared to any other country like America, Singapore, and so on. 19 level irundhuchu 71,500 crores தான் frauds நடந்தது. 20 ல அது எவ்வளோ ஆயிடுச்சு 1.85, அதாவது 2.5 மடங்கு. 21ல என்ன ஆச்சோ யாராவது கண்டுபிடிச்சு சொல்லணும் நமக்கு. See how the banking frauds are rising. There are certain reports by RBI RBI says there was a concentration of large frauds, with the top 50 credit related frauds consisting of 76% of the total amount reported during 1920. எங்க நடந்திருக்குது? Relating to areas of banking. எந்த இடத்துல? Off balance sheet and forex transactions. நீங்க காமர்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்டா இருந்தா உங்களுக்கு இதெல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும் என்ன அப்படின்னு. அது மட்டும் இல்ல, இது வந்து ஆர்பிஐ சொல்லி இருக்கு. அது மட்டும் இல்ல, 2019ல 129 crores have been lost. எத்தனை நாள்ல? In 3 months. எவ்வளவு இன்சிடென்ட்ஸ்? 21,000 and odd incidents were only registered. இங்க நடக்கிற மெயின் ப்ராப்ளமே என்ன? இன்க்ளூடிங் மீ. நம்ம வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு ஏமாந்தோம்னா இது பண்ணா நம்ம போய் வந்து அது போலீஸ்லயோ அந்த சிஸ்டத்திலயோ நம்ம கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்றது இல்லை. இது சொன்னது யாரு? அனுராக் தாக்கூர், மினிஸ்ட்ரி ஆஃப் ஃபினான்ஸ். எப்ப சொன்னாரு? லோக்சபால. So online frauds, இப்பதான் சொன்னேன், there were 5 major concerns the entire human race. It is not Padma, it is not the faculty of Jamal Muhammad, or it is not the students of Jamal Muhammad College. Every individual on earth. Okay, so இதுல என்ன vulnerability? இப்பதான் பார்த்தோம் ஆன்லைன் பேங்கிங்னால என்னென்ன கன்வீனியன்ஸ் இருக்கு. Online banking is also exposed to vulnerabilities like hackers. You have to rely on the internet connection. Just now I told you I tried with my institution network. It was very slow. Then I switched on my dongle. Then only I got immediately connected to your network. These are some of the issues. Okay. Major frauds which are security issues that can happen in internet banking. These are the 4 important ones all of us must know. First of all, compromising the passwords. Second one, the phishing attack. I told you that was one of the major attacks during the pandemic. Then keyloggers. Finally, you have to go in for 2-factor authentication. Phishers or what is phishing? They try to trick the people by sending an email, fake email or call or SMS or website link. Now, browse பண்ணிட்டே பார்த்துட்டே இருக்கும்போது, you are the 100th visitor of this website. Click, there is a surprise that is waiting you. அப்படின்னு வந்தேன்னா நான் வந்து என்ன பண்ணேன்? ஓஹோ, எனக்கு ஏதோ ஒரு பெரிய பிரைஸ் இருக்கு புள்ள இருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி கிளிக் பண்ணிடுவேன். Immediately they will take all the personal credentials. உங்களோட what is the email account at present you are using உடனே கொடுப்பேன். What is the password கொடுப்பேன். அந்த இமெயில தான் நான் என்னோட பேங்கிங் இதோட நான் வந்து லிங்க் பண்ணியிருப்பேன். So they may ask for bank details. I want to, so you have won today 10,000 rupees because you are the 100th fortunate customer. So disclose all the data. We are crediting this amount in your bank account. Finished. This is what we mean by phishing. It's like the common phishing. எப்படி நம்ம தூண்டில் போடுறதுன்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா? ஒரு மீன் எப்படி பிடிப்போம்? அதுக்கு பிடிச்ச ஒண்ணு இந்த இதுல போட்டு தூண்டில் போடும். அதுதான் ஃபிஷிங். அதே மாதிரி நமக்கு பிடிச்ச நம்மளோட வீக்னஸ் என்ன ஏதுன்னு தெரியாது. சப்போஸ் ஐ எம் ஆல்வேஸ் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டட் இன் வெயிட் ரிடக்ஷன் வச்சுக்கோங்க. ஐ வாண்ட் டு லுக் ஸ்லிம் லைக் பியூட்டி, ஆல் பியூட்டிஸ். ஸோ நான் என்ன பண்ணேன், என்ன பண்ணாலும் எனக்கு வெயிட் மட்டும் ரெடியூஸ் ஆக மாட்டேங்குதுன்னா இது வந்து என்னோட ப்ரௌசிங் ஹேபிட்ஸ் இதனால தெரிஞ்சிருக்கனால திடீர்னு we have got an attractive scheme for you. You can reduce your weight in 5 days. 5 kg in 5 days, 10 kg in 10 days. அவ்வளவுதான். 10 நாள் அவங்க குறைக்க முடியாத வெயிட்ட 10 நாள்ல 10 கிலோ குறையறனா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் என்ன பண்ணுவேன், அப்படி ஃபாலோ பண்ணி போயிடுவேன். This is what we mean by phishing. They trick the users. They try to victimize the whole end, the other end, which is disclosing the information without their knowledge. keylogger it's a type of keystroke. Keystroke என்னன்னா இப்ப நான் என்னோட பாஸ்வேர்டு என்ன, அது என்ன டைப்பிங் பேட்டர்ன் ஆர் டைப்பிங் ரிதம், இது வச்சு என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க ஹேக்கர்ஸ் பாஸ்வேர்டை கேப்சர் பண்ணுவாங்க. இது வந்து எப்படி தடுக்கிறது? அப் டு டேட் ஆன்டி வைரஸ் அண்ட் நெட்வொர்க் ஃபயர்வால்ஸ் கேன் ஒன்லி. So they try to, as you type, the software that is involved in your, installed in your mobile phone or your laptop or desktop will capture and try to encrypt your entire keystroke and send to an unwanted person. Two-factor authentication. That is the best thing banking systems they are using today. What are the two factors? You have a login account. There are two types of authentication. That is how to identify or authenticate a genuine user. அது மூணு டைப் இருக்கு. ஆப்ஜெக்ட் பேஸ்ட், நாலேஜ் பேஸ்ட் அண்ட் பயோமெட்ரிக் பேஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு மூணு விதமான ஆத்தென்டிகேஷன் மெத்தட் இருக்கு. இதுல ரெண்டு விதமானது நம்ம இப்ப யூஸ் பண்றோம். அதாவது ஆப்ஜெக்ட் பேஸ்டும் நாலேஜ் பேஸ்ட் ஆத்தென்டிகேஷன். அதுதான் உங்களோட கார்டு, அதுல இருக்கிற சிப், அதுக்கப்புறம் இமீடியட்டா அது பின் கேட்குது. பின் வந்து ஓடிபி வழியா உங்க போனுக்கு வருது. திஸ் இஸ் வி கால் இட் ஆஸ் a two-factor authentication. இன்னும் வந்து எப்படி ஸ்ட்ரென்தன் பண்ணாங்கன்னா we can move in for multi-factor authentication as well as biometric authentication. Some of the internet banking safety features. நான் ஏன் மொபைல் போனை காமிச்சிருக்கேன்னா, மொபைல்ல தான் நம்ம நிறைய பேங்கிங் வந்து பண்றோம். பிஹேவியரல் ஆத்தென்டிகேஷன், ஃபேஸ் ஆத்தென்டிகேஷன், அட்லீஸ்ட் அந்த மாதிரி ஃபிங்கர் பிரிண்ட், pronto authentication, QR code, transaction signing, push notification, electronic signature, secure channel. I don't want to talk more technically about what type of solutions available to safeguard your mobile phone and internet banking through all that, because they're all research topics. We have more than crores and crores of unattended problems which should be solved. என்ன நம்ம பார்க்கணும்? What are the essential security measures which we have to take while doing internet banking? Never click the suspicious link. பேங்கிங் பண்ணும்போது ரொம்ப ஃபோக்கஸ்டா இருக்கணும். அதுதான் நான் சொல்றேன். ஃபைனலி நீங்க கேட்டீங்கன்னா, மேடம் 20 வருஷமா இந்த லைன்ல படிச்சுட்டே இருக்கீங்களா, என்னதான் நீங்க எங்களுக்கு ஒரு மெசேஜ் சொல்ல வரீங்கன்னா, நான் என்ன சொல்றேன், எல்லாரும் மனசாட்சிப்படி இருப்போம், யாருக்கும் தொந்தரவு பண்ணாம இருப்போம். நம்மளோட ஒரு சின்ன மிஸ்டேக் மற்றவங்களை பெரிய அளவுல பாதிக்கிறதுக்கு நம்ம விடக்கூடாது. நம்ம கூடுமான வரைக்கும் அது என்னால தடுக்க முடியலன்னா நான் எப்படி இருக்கும்னா சேஃப் ஹேபிட்ஸ்ல இருக்கணும். ஸோ நெவர் கிளிக் சஸ்பீஷியஸ் லிங்க். இதுக்கு நீ 10 daysல 10 kg ரெடியூஸ் பண்ணணும்னா முடியுமா? அது ஐ மஸ்ட் திங்க் சென்சிபிளி. உன்னால ஒரு 10 வருஷமா 100 கிராம் கூட குறைக்க முடியல, 10 நாள்ல 10 கிலோ எப்படி குறையும் அப்படின்னு அந்த சென்சிபிளா இருக்கும். ஸோ நெவர் கிளிக் எனி சஸ்பீஷியஸ் லிங்க்ஸ். செக்யூர்ட் வைஃபை நெட்வொர்க்ல மட்டும்தான் இன்டர்நெட் பேங்கிங் வந்து பண்ணணும். யூஸ் ஒன்லி அஃபிஷியல் பேங்கிங் ஆப்ஸ். அன்அஃபிஷியலா வேற ஏதாவது பிளே ஸ்டோர்ஸ்ல எங்கேயா போயிட்டு டவுன்லோட் பண்ணக்கூடாது. அண்ட் திருப்பி சொல்றேன், உங்க மொபைல் டிவைஸை நீங்க தொலைக்காம வச்சுக்கணும். அண்ட் கிரியேட் அ அன்காம்ப்ரமைசபிள் பாஸ்வேர்ட். நோபடி ஷுட் பி ஏபிள் டு கிராக் யுவர் பாஸ்வேர்ட். மொபைல் டிவைஸ்ல இருக்கிற சாஃப்ட்வேர் பேட்சஸ் இப்பதான் சொன்னேன், ஓஎஸ் இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஆண்ட்ராய்டு அப்டேட்ஸ் எல்லாம் தான் பண்ணணும். அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணணும், லாக் அவுட் பண்ணணும். ஒரு பேங்க் அப்ளிகேஷனோ ஏதோ பண்ணினா அப்படியே அது ஓப்பனா விட்டு போகக்கூடாது. அதான் ஹேபிட்ஸ். லாக் அவுட் ஒன்ஸ் தி செஷன் இஸ் ஓவர். டர்ன் ஆன் த மொபைல் நோட்டிபிகேஷன்ஸ். அப்பதான் உங்களுக்கு பேங்கிங் ஆப்ஸ்க்கு தெரியும். அவாய்ட் ஷேரிங் ஆல் கான்ஃபிடென்ஷியல் டேட்டா ஆன் ஆன்லைன் ஆர் எஸ்எம்எஸ் எக்ஸெட்ரா. லாக் யுவர் மொபைல் டிவைஸ் ஆஃப்டர் யூஸ். Now I move on to the third topic, which is the social media security. So I may present for another 10 minutes because I have back-to-back meetings. Sorry, that is why I preponed your session. Social media, all of us are very active. We share documents, we share moments, we share videos, we share pictures. Everything we share today, these are some of the commonly used social media applications. You must know the top 15 most popular social networks: Facebook, YouTube. They are widely used. Third becomes the WhatsApp, Instagram, and Twitter. Some of the social media threats. Kindly leave the technical part of it. Social engineering is a type of attack. Phishing attacks, fake accounts, misusing the celebrity names, hacking their sites, site compromise, spreading the malware and confidential information. Here is an example of how a real profile and a fake profile will look like. This is a real profile, whereas if you look at the same, the person's profile is faked. It is possible. So many people, suppose if a fake account is created in the name of Padmavathi, many people will think, they put my photo there, people will think that it is my account and I am sharing only the data, but so many unwanted things can be shared. Site compromise, same way. This is due to a spoofing attack. If you just look at the Amazon website, you look at the spelling, there's a small error in that, but you will not be able to catch the spelling mistake in a single glance. You just look at it, immediately you say that it is Amazon website, thinking that. Go there and disclose something that becomes a compromise. There are so many onlines and frauds happening in social media. I told you about the hacking, stalking, and buying illegal things. That is another concern. There are so many transactions that escape the eyes of the intelligence system, intelligence bureau, only this through social media. There is a police officer who always used to share their experience, because police personnel must be trained for cyber security and technology, because only then they will be able to save the rest of the human from the cyber criminals. Lot of videos posting the criminal activities and vacation robberies. What do I do today? I take a selfie in front of Jamal Muhammad College. I share with my friends. Hello friends, I am now in Jamal Muhammad College. And somebody will be breaking my house, knowing that I won't be there today entire day in my house. There are so many risks: human error, third-party app, phishing attacks, malware attacks, setting the privacy. These are some of the social media risks. What is the reason for that? Always we are looking at the advantage part of it and what the best practices and what are the threats. But today the entire presentation is in a three-dimensional manner happening. Here again, don't leave the social media account unattended for a long time. Naturally, somebody else will compromise it. Don't handle it carelessly. And we have the habit of buying lot of purchasing things through the third party service providers. I myself have cheated for, so people will laugh if I say that I am a cyber security expert. I'm cheated so many times through this Facebook online purchase. Users unknowingly clicking that is what the phishing. And attackers, they create an imposter account. I showed you how a normal account and a fake account will look like. And they make fake calls and send fake messages. And they misuse the privacy settings and pose the users. So if my privacy setting is compromised, I am exposed to serious threat. And weak authentication system. There is no authentication or code, means your mobile phone or your social media, whatever it is very weak. So there are best practices and tips. What are they? You should adhere to social media strategy. Every individual must be trained for the best social media strategy. That can be conducted as a training, another 1 hour session. Limit your social media access. You should not be too much dependent on everything. And of course, you must have certain approvals for all the social media. Of course, Government of India is also talking about these privacy policies. Keep track of your accounts regularly. Invest in the technology. Yeah, that is a major challenge. It is really expensive. If I have to keep all my things safe, I have to invest. And it is for a company. Companies and systems must go on regular security auditing. Now, the next social media account is YouTube. There also you must preserve your privacy setting, the controls, setting up parental controls, who must watch it. It asks whether the video created should be watched by restricted for 18 and above something. You have to disable certain commands, operate them only in safety mode. Of course, WhatsApp, as I told you, another popular application. But WhatsApp has got certain important risk factors. What are they? Malware. Malware is nothing but a malicious software. Unencrypted backup. That's why I told you morning 2 o'clock all the backups happen. Whether it is backups are encrypted, Facebook data sharing, and hoax and fake news. These are all some status, WhatsApp status. These are all the things that put us at a very major risk. How to secure your WhatsApp? Always use a encryption, though it is coming with encryption. You must always turn on the security notifications, which I told you, even for internet banking. Always you must have two-step verification, not one, two-factor authentication or verification. Of course, we can't use a password to protect our WhatsApp, but the verification process should be there. You should not always use the cloud backups because my device is overloaded. It is slow. My laptop is slow. My phone is slow. So I have the habit of doing everything with a cloud backup. Beware of common scams. You must be aware of that. When you are using official device, most of the organizations, they give top officials the devices and the phone. Why? We feel that if Avinashilingam gives me a laptop and a phone, I'll be happy. On the first day itself, I'll say, laptop, Apple phone. They are able to track what you are doing officially. Protect the privacy set up on WhatsApp. If you look at the first quarter of 2021, once again, data fraud, impersonation, cyber threat, data leakage, they are on the higher side. Which are all the industries that are targeted? Payment services, broadcast media, e-commerce, telecommunication, computer software. Again and again, I'm talking about the software updates and patches, cryptocurrencies, banking sector, hospital and healthcare. This is another major concern. Very major concern. We witnessed it in COVID. Today also, I quoted one incident. I come to the last topic, that is mobile applications. I showed you some of the important mobile applications to you. Top 14 mobile application development trends. They have happened in mobile commerce, wearable device, Internet of Things, chatbot development. Chatbot is something which you can attach to a website or any app, etc. Augmented reality, mobile wallets, and many more. Blockchain, 5G, etc. Most popular apps that are downloaded, you can see Instagram, Amazon, Google Find My Device. Because we misplace, it's due to the habitual thing. Zoom, that was another thing that got compromised in a major way. If you look at the most popular apps in India, MX, Takatak, Instagram, Meesho, even I have in my mobile. What to do? Flipkart, PhonePe. These are some of the popular games. Subway Surfers. Everybody's addicted to this. Entertainment, Netflix. We have in our mobile. We have in our TV. TVs are smart TVs. Most popular shopping. Shopee. Yes, Meesho, I told you. Amazon, Flipkart, Alibaba. Food and drink apps. McDonald's, Uber Eats. That's another thing. Zomato. Oh, no. Travel apps, Google Map. This is what is showing wherever I am going. every once in a week or 15 days, Google Maps is showing Padmavathi, you were there, here, etc. Education apps. Yeah, education domain is also not spared. Google Classroom, Baiju. We are extensively using that, but many say that the education apps and research and development data, an institution is doing a lot of research means that research data is compromised. It's very bad. Health and fitness, yes, my fit. Money transfer applications, PayPal is our Paytm, we all use it. All these are challenged. Cryptocurrencies, etc. So, my dear children, I can only tell you that technology, whatever it is that is coming up today, it is only be used for the safety and better living of the human being. It should not be misused. But the fact is, technology is a double-ended sword. Use it in the right way. Use it in the wrong way. There is the other end of it. We are finished. So mobile phone is so, technology is so capable. Internet technology is so capable. They are portable, inexpensive, ease of using, comfortable. Everything is there. But life is more precious and valuable. Despite the pros and cons, we must have better habits, better mindset, and ethics to safeguard ourselves from all the threats around us. Thank you very much for the opportunity. I close my presentation. I request the organizers to turn on and show me your audience. I'll be happy to see the faculty members as well as the audience. And if you have any queries, I'll be happy to share my experience with you. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us with your knowledgeable words. Ma'am, we are extremely sorry, ma'am. As we are facing with some technical issue, we can't show our audience, ma'am. Around 100 students are seated here.
Okay. You have any queries? Doubts? So if there are no doubts, shall I leave the meeting?
I'm just a minute, ma'am. We'll conclude with a vote of thanks. Sometimes what you want isn't what you get, but in the end, what you get is so much better than what you wanted. No program ends without the precious word, thank you. So now I request Mohammed Aslam of First AC Mathematics to deliver a vote of thanks. Please, friend.
So we have reached the end of this beautiful session. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty for making today's session a great success. On behalf of PG and Research Department of Mathematics, I would like to extend my heartiest thanks to our honorable guest, Dr. G.Padmavathi, Dean, School of Physical Science and Computational Sciences, Professor, Department of Computer Science, Avinashilingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women, Coimbatore. Wholeheartedly, I must thank our HOD sir for his support and guidance for organizing such an event. Thank you, sir, for assisting and encouraging us. And finally, I thank our students for your kind cooperation. Once again, I thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
we'll take the audience photo, your WhatsApp number, ma'am, from the organizing team.
Okay. Thank you. I leave the meeting because I have to rush for another meeting. Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. If you are able to take the feedback from your students, I'll be happy to have them. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.